Hi friends, in this video we will learn Z parameters in terms of inverse ABCD parameters. So for that we have to write the equations for both Z parameters and inverse ABCD parameters, and the Z parameter equations are V1 equals to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2, V2 equals to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. Similarly, we have to write down inverse ABCD parameter equations, and they are V2 equals to A dash V1 minus B dash I1, I2 equals to C dash V1 D dash I1. So we are converting ABCD parameters similar to Z parameters. Then only we can write Z parameters in terms of inverse ABCD parameters. For that we have to compare both the equations of Z parameters and equations of inverse ABCD parameters, and we have to modify the inverse ABCD parameters only. So for that, first compare the left hand side parameters. Here it is V1 and this one is V2, and the second equation is this one is V2 and here it is I2. So first this V2 and here it is a V2. So these two are similar but not similar on the right hand side. We are comparing only on the left hand side. We are assuming that these two are similar for instant only. Okay, next compare these two. This one is V1 and this one is I2. So we have to modify this equation and we have to derive equation for V1. So for that, interchange the terms. C dash V1 equals to I2. This one is minus D dash I1. So we have to bring it to the left hand side. So plus D dash I1. So V1 equals to 1 by C dash I2 plus D dash by C dash I1. Now compare this equation with the first equation. V1 equals to coefficient into I1 plus coefficient into I2. These two are similar. Now come to the second equation. Substitute this V1 here in V2. Why? Because here the equation V2 is equals to in terms of I1 and I2, but here it is in terms of V1 and I1. So we have to eliminate this V1. So for that we have to substitute this V1 into V2 equation. So then V2 equals to A dash, substituting V1 in place of V1. So 1 by C dash I2 plus D dash by C dash into I1 minus D dash I1. So multiply with A dash. So A dash by C dash I2 plus A dash D dash by C dash I1 minus B dash I1. Now take out the I1 separate. A dash D dash by C dash minus B dash into I1 plus A dash C dash into I2. So I'm doing a LCM here. A dash D dash minus C dash B dash by C dash into I1 plus A dash by C dash into I2. This is equation for V2. Now compare this V2 equation with Z parameter equation V2. V2 is equals to coefficient into I1 plus coefficient into I2. So these two are similar and these two equations are similar. Now we can write final parameters. Z parameters in terms of inverse ABCD parameters as here it is D dash by C dash, and this one is 1 by C dash, and here the coefficient of I1 is A dash D dash minus B dash C dash by C dash, and the coefficient of I2 in equation V2 is A dash by C dash. So this is important. Thank you for watching.